Hello, my shining stars. Welcome to the first lunar day channel. My name is Joya and I'm your personal astrologer. It's time for us to talk about astrological weather in January 2025. And we have quite a lot different astrological events, like a big shift of karmic lunar nodes on the January 12th. But let's talk about each zodiac. For Aries, your ruler, the planet Mars, planet of energy and passion, is in its retrograde phase in your house 5. And in house 5, it brings some very traumatic time for your children, so avoid any extreme sports with them, as well as more in details about Mars retrograde. I have a separate video on my channel, please check it out. On January 2nd, Venus, the planet of harmony, love, entertainment, and pleasures, enters Pisces in your house 12. And in house 12, it brings healing, brings a very harmonious, nice relationship with somebody abroad or from faraway lands. It can be the news regarding the contract in some faraway lands or with foreigners or with international companies. Venus brings good news and also opportunities for love and marriage. If you're seeking love or if you're single, there is a high chance that during the nearest 3-4 months you will meet somebody with who you have really nice connection. Venus starts its retrograde phase in spring, so something that you will start in January will be repeated, reviewed, returned to when Venus will go retrograde in your house 5. An amazing aspect on January 2nd is when Mars has a lucky aspect with North Node, which symbolizes our focus, your goal, where you want to go, what you would like to achieve, and the planet Chiron, that symbolizes different mystical events in our life, is in your sign and it goes direct. So you can expect a good luck regarding lottery wins, winning in the competitions, love with foreign partners, or a reconnection with people who you love or who you have business with. The people with who you have the same vibrations, and this collaboration will give birth to a wonderful artwork or some creative project, or it's an amazing time for performancers because you will be seen and the activities that you will do in January will lead to more popularity, more fame, and the opportunities to make your life more harmonious and peaceful. On January 3rd, we have quite an intense aspect. It's like a thunderstorm or a strike of the earthquake when Mars retrograde oppose Pluto. It's a conflict. The opposition of Mars and Pluto usually has a big effect on everybody. For you, it will affect houses 4 and 5, house of your family and house of your joy. And Pluto is in your house of achievements and dreams. Pluto in Aquarius is right on the verge of transitioning the houses. That's why when there is a negative, rainy astrological weather on that specific day around January 3rd, avoid any traumatic activities, avoid any extreme sports, operation, or big decisions like engagements, relocation. Avoid also the big amount of people, big groups of people, parties, celebrations, protests. So just remember, January 3rd is not a good day for big moves. Try to spend this day as peaceful as possible. On January 6th, Mars retrograde, your ruler, goes back in Cancer on its retrograde phase in your house 4. So certain subjects of autumn, October and November will be back in your life regarding real estate, family matters, females in your family, pregnancy or official documents, immigration, passport, anything regarding your renovation and possessions, and you will have a wonderful chance to finalize it, finish it. Just a reminder, it's not a good time to start anything new during Mars retrograde, and you can find out more in my Mars retrograde video that is available on my channel. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of logic, news, relocation, transportation, will move in Capricorn and it will stay there until January 27th. Capricorn is the sign of order, of planning and achieving the goals. And when Mercury moves in your house of achievements and goals, definitely you will have news, you will have progress and results regarding promotion, work, relocation, any formal documents, awards, or getting an award, changing your status. Also, house 10 is house of your father or father-like figure, investor, and you will have news. On January 12th, Mars retrograde has a good aspect with Neptune regarding your home and regarding your love life. And when Mars retrograde with Neptune has a wonderful, harmonious, lucky aspect, you will have good luck in love. Anything regarding vacation, trips, house of joy, you even can buy a lottery ticket. And if you have children, they will make you proud. On January 12th, there was a big shift of karmic lunar nodes in a different dimension. Before, it was in the house of your identity and house of your relationship. And now, for the nearest 1.5 years, your focus will be shifted to house 12 and house 6. House 12, very personal, private house. If we're talking about the job, it will be a remote job or the job connected with international companies or foreigners. Maybe with trips, maybe a detective job. It might be any occupations of house 12, such as spiritual development, psychotherapy, charity, and everything connected with psychic and knowing yourself better. And house 6, South Lunar Node, is the node of karma. And lunar nodes are always opposite each other. And the matters of your house 6 will be assisting you to focus more on your subconscious self and knowing yourself better. House 6 is matters of health, additional responsibility, work, day-to-day routines. More about the shifts of karmic lunar nodes I will tell you in my new video. The full moon on January 13th will be in Cancer, 23rd degree in your house 4. So definitely something regarding your home, your family, or conceiving a child, or females in your family, real estate, realtors, landlords, rent, landlords relationship will be more clear. You will be focused more on your family roots, traditions, and official documents. So something will be brought to the climax. You will receive the results. On January 14th, the white moon, or Selena, that symbolizes the angel of light, your personal guardian angel, will enter your house full for the next 7 months until August, and it means a wave of luck, special blessings in everything regarding your house 4. And when you have such a wonderful and harmonious aspects in your house of home, place of your living, during this 7 months, you will elevate your living conditions, your feeling of comfort and safety of the place of your living. And even if you will have to relocate, you will elevate your prosperity and your home life will bring you more satisfaction. I don't know yet if I will create a separate video about Selena, the white moon, but if you're interested, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just let it roll. On January 18th, Venus will conjunct Saturn in your house 12. And you will feel less obstacles in your personal house, finalizing some projects. Maybe you started renovation a long time ago and you can see that they were like a wall, an obstacle. You will have chances finish your renovation by May 2025. Meet your significant other, travel to the places where you wanted to go before, get that contract with international companies or in foreign lands, participate in charity that you wanted, get that spiritual elevation that you wanted. Everything regarding house 12 will have open doors, will have better luck. Maybe your new hobby will become your profession and will bring you more pleasures. Definitely when Venus, the planet of money, harmony, and pleasures, conjuncts the planet of strict teacher, of the order, of organizer, you will have more order in your personal house and your personal life. And as the consequence of you knowing yourself better, you will reach your goals faster and you will have more harmony and satisfaction in your life. On January 19th, Sun enters Aquarius. And Sun brings personal spring in house 11, house of dreams, house of your future, online business, big amounts, groups of people, clubs, religions, organizations, publicity, fame. And when Sun comes and eliminate this house, you will see clearly all the true colors as well as where you want to go. You're not wandering in the darkness any longer. On January 21st, Sun will conjunct Pluto in Aquarius in your house 11. And it starts the 1-year detox program from illusions, bad habits. You will clean up the circle of your friends. You might relocate and make your dreams come true. Everything regarding house 11 will bring you big money because Pluto will stay in your house 11 for 20 years, and Pluto is a significator of the big, great deals, amount of money that opens up unlimited opportunities for you in everything regarding IT, online business, dating, business online sales, marketing, advertising, because Pluto is like a big vacuum cleaner that will eliminate everything and clean up and transform completely your house 11. The circle of friends that you have right now will be significantly changed due to your bigger position, you achieving your goals, you achieving your dreams. You will have new people, new surrounding, and it's just the beginning, because on January 27th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, logic, news, marketing, advertising, and trade, enters the same house 11, bringing you news, some signs of the universe, where you should go in the nearest future. And it's great for communication, publicity, marketing, advertising, for brainstorming ideas, negotiating a big deal, a big group project, but it's not time to act, not yet, because Pluto is a very slow planet, and January, it's not the great time to start anything new. On January 29th, Mercury will conjunct Pluto. Pluto collects the party of the planets in your house 11, and it's Mercury, it's Sun, and on January 29th you have a new moon in your house 11. New moon is always a new energy, it's new ideas, the shift to the new rails, the shift to the new areas of focus. It's luck, optimism, interesting prophetic dreams, progress with relocation, buying new gadgets, participating in parties, celebrations, also more clarity or just the beginning of the relationship that will lead to the third marriage, because house 11 is house of third marriage. One more thing I would like to add here, from January 27th, actually always, but specifically on January 27th, when Mercury will have conjunction with Pluto. Mercury, those are words. You have to mind your words and not to speak about yourself in a negative form, or avoid certain expressions as I don't have money, for example. Always say that I have money, but now my priorities are different, for example. So you will program your future verbally. Do not use the curse language. Avoid any negative words. And I know it's hard because most of the people, they get used to have bad, filthy language. So here is your homework. Before that time, try not to use bad words. You will see how hard it will be, but you also will see how your life will be changing when you use the right words. Also, in the end of January, you have a very lucky aspect, which is between Sun and Jupiter retrograde, between your houses 11 and 3. Your dreams are coming true, and you will get the information that you needed. You will meet people that you need. You will be in a circle of friends. You'll get information, signs of universe, also news, how to make your dreams come true. That's why you need to have dreams, you need to have goals, and you need to open your heart and your mind to see how universe interacts with you. On January 30th, Uranus turns direct. Uranus and Taurus, it was a financial planet that cost you some unexpected financial events, betrayals of your partners, some unpleasant financial losses. It all will stop because your Uranus in Taurus will go direct in your financial house, house 2. Finally, you will see the results of your hard work, and you can be proud of what you have achieved, as well as the new sources of income will be streamed towards you. What a wonderful beginning of the year. I wish you to have a wonderful and happy new year, and I hope to see you in my future videos. Next zodiac is Taurus. Hello, my shining stars, Tauruses. January is quite an interesting month for you. Mars will be retrograde whole month and in two houses, 3 and 4. Avoid buying real estate. Do not trust strangers, especially with your money. Do not rush to make decisions and do not jump into new relationships. For more information, please watch my other video about Mars retrograde. Your ruler Venus, the planet of harmony, love, money, entertainment, and pleasures, will change the sign, and from sign of dreamy Aquariuses, from the height of the sky, it will dive deep into the ocean of subconscious, of personal attachment, illusions, and private feelings in your house 11, house of your dreams, house of your future, as well as IT, any online business. And you will become more optimistic, more positive, programming your future for the best timeline. It's a great start for a year, but do not risk with big amounts of money. Do not make any investments because of the bad astrological financial weather for any investments. On January 3rd, we will have Mars retrograde and Pluto opposition in your houses 3 and 4 and 9 and 10. And when Mars opposes Pluto, it's a conflict, it's a thunderstorm between your desires and the reality. That's why on this day, please avoid conflicts, war zones, bullets, anything that explosive, fireworks, or big groups of people, protests, or being dissatisfied with something. Avoid traumas, sports. Don't forget to lock your doors and windows. Take care of the safety and security of place of your living. On January 4th, Sun will have a wonderful lucky aspect with Saturn, usually a very strict teacher, and this aspect will be between your houses 9 and 11, and it's a portal of opportunities for you regarding everything international, travels, trips, more clarity in getting visas, getting necessary documents, or receiving news regarding the courts, laws, justice, education cycles, learning, teaching, and you will see the positive patterns, positive results in these matters. On January 6th, Mars enters Cancer in your house 3, and Mars retrograde in your house of communication, information will bring back certain scenarios that you dealt with in October, November 2024. And you might see that it's hard to progress, but the positive changes are coming. More information is in my Mars retrograde video. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of information, logic, news, and trade, will enter Capricorn, the sign of order, planning, and responsibilities. And it will stay there until January 27th. And it means that you will have more news, more progress with getting visas, obtaining documents, permissions, progress in the court cases, or receiving the news regarding higher education or any learning or teaching programs, as well as the news regarding your second marriage, grandchildren, or publishing articles, books, or advertising your personal projects. On January 12th, we have a big shift of karmic nodes. Karmic lunar nodes are mathematical points in the sky, and usually they always oppose each other. So the big shifts happen from Aries Libra axis to Pisces Virgo axis for the next 1 year and a half. And for you, it will mean that you will focus more in the nearest 1 year and a half on house 5, house of love. Your love life will flourish. Children, art, inspiration, creativity, and the south node that is karmic tale, something that you have to work through, will be in your house of dreams, house of big groups of people. More about karmic nodes, I will create a separate video, please check it out. But for now, know that during the next 1 year and a half, you will have opportunity to recover, to be healthier, and of course wealthier. You will drop off any illusions because the same day on January 12th, Mars retrograde has a lucky aspect with Neptune between your houses 3, house of information, trade, communication, relocation, contacts, and house 12, house of very deep-rooted blocks, psychic traumas, as well as your subconscious self, as well as foreign lands. Magically, the problem that has been bothering you for such a long time can disappear. Some documents could be found, some missing things can be found. You might receive the permission, for example, to work from home. So it's a very lucky moment connected with the past as well as connected with your house 12. Anything foreign, faraway lands, good news from abroad. On January 13th, there is a full moon in Cancer in your house 3. It's a climax, is the spotlight on the house of news, information, trade, relocation, maybe the news about your car. If you're a student, you will have a wonderful luck passing the exams. The same day is a very positive energy of a lucky aspect between Sun and Uranus in Taurus regarding your house 1. It will be easier to get a certification, anything regarding the documents, buy or sell important things, even the car. You will get necessary information in the areas of trade, relocation. Maybe somebody will start working as an Uber driver, or some people might apply for driver's license and it will be very easy to pass the exam. If you decide to choose the new profession, more money will be in anything regarding house 3, because on January 14th, White Moon, Selena, is entering your house 3, gives you special blessings. It's the angel of light that will be blessing your house 3, house of education, learning, teaching, information, transport, logistic, ideas, advertising, marketing, trade, your personal surroundings. So in the nearest 7 months, your environment will be changed and you will have all opportunities, you will have all tools to build your new environment that you want. On January 18th, Venus will conjunct Saturn, the planet of strict rules and order. And when Venus, the planet of love, harmony, pleasures and gifts, conjuncts the planet of material transformation in your house of dreams, house 11, it means that you will program your future, your reality, with your words. That's why avoid negative connotation, especially negative attitude towards yourself. Avoid any negativity when you pronounce the words that will trigger the algorithms for implementation, because this is the day when Saturn will transform your words, your desires into matter. January 18th. And on January 19th, Sun will bring all the powerful energy into your house of achievements, house 10. Sun brings powerful energy and the boost of inspiration. On January 21st, Sun will conjunct Pluto, a big transformer of our horoscope, that for 20 years will be in your house 10, house of status, reputation, authority, and achievements, awards, and goals. And Pluto is a very slow planet, so the transformation of this house of your life will be just in the beginning, on the very beginning of the change. On January 27th, Mercury will enter the same house, house 10, bringing you news, information, necessary contacts, people, investors in the same house 10. And there is a new moon in your house 10 on January 29th. Maybe you will receive the promotion and there would be the new job or new occupation. It's also the time when you will receive the new passport or certification, the permit that will give you a different status. It's the time when you will receive news regarding relocation, immigration, getting engaged or married or divorced, or enjoy being single again, or become a parent, or become a student, a teacher, obtaining the top management position, or retiring. So changing of status is programmed for you, and you verbally will implement your desires and your dreams into your life. So be very careful with your words. So Sun on 29th of January will have a wonderful aspect with Jupiter between your houses of money, house 2 and house 10. It definitely means that you will receive an income. You will receive a job offer. You will receive the information that will change your self-worth, self-value. Maybe you will elevate the fees for your services. It's a wonderful time for advertising, marketing, for any jobs connected with house 10 in the nearest 20 years. In the end of January, when Mercury, the planet of information and logic, conjuncts Pluto, when they gather together, there will be definitely life-changing events that will be connected with money, with your big life decisions. and you will have guidance which decisions to make. Just be open and read the signs of the universe. You will be not left alone, and your ruler Venus on 29th of January enters the degree of Pisces, where it will have the retrograde loop in spring. And it means that certain tasks, certain goals, certain projects that you will start in January will be reviewed, repeated, and proved in spring. About retrograde Venus, I will create the separate video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. And on January 30th, we have the planet of innovation, sudden change, unexpected events in our life that was in Taurus, that was retrograde, turns direct in your house of identity in the very beginning. So you will have a less unexpected, disturbing events. You will have wonderful, magical events of synchrodestiny, of manifestation of the positive events. You will be in the right moment, in the right time. The only thing that I would suggest you to check your birth chart, and if you have the fixed star Algol in your birth chart, please check out my video about Algol to know what to expect and what not to do when Algol will have the conjunction with your ruler or other planets that in your solar chart will have big influence. And definitely when you have this Algol conjunction with some of big planets in your chart, you want to avoid extreme sports and gambling. Thank you very much for your comments. I hope to see you in my future videos. Next zodiac is Gemini. Hello, my shining stars Gemini. Are you ready for some financial bonuses this month? The astrological weather for you is very nice, much better than for the other zodiac signs. Of course, we have some tension in the beginning of the month. Mars-Pluto opposition on January 3rd will be between your houses 2, 3, and 8 and 9. It's the financial axis connected with currency, with digital exchange, conflict or battle in some areas. So on that day, avoid any investments, avoid any trips, travels, be far away from protests or big gathering groups of people where the conflict can strike. Stay away from the bullets, from very negative energy, because Mars-Pluto opposition is usually like a thunderstorm or like a tsunami that you don't want to be in the epicenter of everything. If you will choose the more peaceful time spending on that day, you will be blessed because Venus, the planet of love, money, satisfaction, and gifts, enters Pisces in your house of status. Improving of your love life, improving of the living conditions, good news regarding getting the certificates, documents that you wanted to obtain, or some good news regarding finances, awards, your bosses. Your promotion will elevate your status in the company, and most probably it will be a management position because House 10 usually shows the receiving the award for your best performance. Is when you're working hard and you get what you want, reaching your goals or royalties. And Venus brings money. It would be easier for you to get the investors, to get the grants that you wanted. Is the beginning of the cycle when you will receive more popularity. That's why this time is wonderful for self-advertising or marketing campaigns. And in the end of the month, Venus will enter the same degrees of Pisces, where in spring it will start the retrograde phase. So any projects regarding finances, love, or projects related to anything international will be reviewed, improved, returned to in spring. I will talk about this in my next video regarding retrograde Venus. On the same date, January 3rd, Sun will have a wonderful aspect with Saturn. It's basically a green light when it comes to get the funding that you wanted, to get the goals, the information that you were looking for. You might get good news regarding your parents or older people in your life, or maybe even to get presentation that will lead you to more funding or investments from your sponsors. Financial matters definitely will be your focus in January, because on the 6th of January, Mars retrograde turns into sign of Cancer, getting more emotional regarding the financial matters in your house too. House of your values, self-worth, what do you believe in, as well as your salary, your second job, your passive income. more about Mars retrograde for your sign, I have a different video. Please check it out. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of logic, news, ideas, enters a sign of Capricorn that loves order, responsibilities, and obligations. And until January 27th, it will be in your financial house 8. House 8 is money of other people, mutual funds with who you live, maybe with your parents or with your partners. It can be your romantic relationship partner, or it can be your business partner. It's also money of the government, insurance companies, taxes, penalties, alimony, inheritance matters. It's all house 8. And when Mercury enters this house, you get news. You get the progress in these areas, and you will have a good luck. Because during the same time, there is a lucky aspect between Mars retrograde and Neptune, the planet that makes everything unclear and murky. So you will have the lucky aspect between your houses 2 and house 10, house of your finances and house of your goals, house of your achievements. What a wonderful situation. You will get what you wanted, and you will have second chances later in spring too. Karmic lunar nodes, the big shift is happening on January 12th and also in the end of the month. Karmic lunar nodes for the next 1.5 years, changing the houses, and your focus will be on house 10, house of achievements, reputation, and awards, house of your status. And south lunar node, that it's usually symbolizing the karma or certain things that you have to go through, the obstacles, will be in your house 4, house of your living. There might be the change in the rent or the place of your living or in your family. So many people will, during the next 1.5 years, will get divorced or will get married, but in any case, elevate their living conditions and comfort of their living. On January 13th, there is a full moon in your financial house, and full moon is the climax, is the spotlight on your finances. It can be the ending cycle of something, returning of the debts. And this full moon is happening in a very nice and positive energy of another aspect between Sun and Uranus in Taurus, which has a financial coloration. Old financial matters will be resolved, and you will have more clarity regarding your investments, your possessions, your royalties, or your voice. It can be any job connected with your voice. If your focus will be on finances, you will have a special blessing with another planet that you might not know. It's a white moon or Selena that symbolizes the angel of light. And this special, your personal guardian angel, will be guiding you and sends you blessings in your financial house until August 2025. In order to have this special blessing from this angel of light, you need to become a person of light and helping hand for other people. And it will be much easier for you to reach your financial goals. And you will see that during the 7 months, everything regarding money will become very easy and effortless because the universe is resolving those financial issues for you. On January 18, Venus, the planet of love, gifts, harmony, and pleasures, conjuncts Saturn, the planet of order, responsibilities, as well as transferring your desires into reality, will be in your house of status, house of achievements, reputation. That's why that day, please mind your words and never think or say anything bad about yourself, because this is the time when you verbally program your future. Avoid overspendings during this time. Avoid buying things that are not necessary for you, because if somebody approach you and you will share your financial possessions and financial blessings, you will start losing that energy. Really, when you have the astrological weather like this, other parasitic individuals are driven to this energy and they want to feed on that energy. Be very cautious and mind your surrounding and your friendship circle. And there is a very interesting end of the month happening because on January 19th, Sun, the powerful star of our solar system, enters Aquarius in your house 9. House of trips, travels, broadening your horizons, spirituality, laws, courts, justice, publishing, and second marriage. gets more attention, more love, and more information, but it's not all. On January 21st, Sun conjuncts Pluto in Aquarius in your house 9. And it's the very beginning, it's like embarkation months on the cruise that will last 1 year in your house 9, house of higher education, knowledge, travels, trips, knowing yourself better, your views, your religion, or second marriage or publishing, and everything regarding court and justice. Pluto is a very slow planet, so the changes and transformation of this house will just start in January. Do not expect fast results, but you can expect the news and the new focus and the new vector of your journey. On January 27th, Mercury enters the same house 9, bringing you information, results, news. Some people might relocate, some people will change the certification or some documents, receiving the verdict in a court case, a new educational cycle. Foreigners or the relatives of your partner will have more influence in your family life. And this is not all, because on January 29th, you have the new moon in the same house 9. New moon is the new energy. It can be also the very beginning of new relationship. And your new partner will be a foreigner or person from faraway lands. It can be the remote relationship online, for example, that might have a potential, but keep in mind that Pluto is a very cold-hearted and calculative planet, and the signification for this relationship, as well as, I don't know where Mars is in your birth chart, but if Mars is in your house 5, house of love, this relationship will not last long because Mars has a retrograde phase, and most probably by May, this romantic energy will fade. Also, you have to know that Pluto is like a big vacuum cleaner who cleans up your house 9 from unnecessary illusions, beliefs, spiritual things that you don't need anymore. It might change your vibrations that will bring more healing into your life, will eliminate people who don't improve you but use you for their own interests. On January 29th, also Sun will have a lucky aspect with Jupiter retrograde between your houses 1 and 9. And Sun and Jupiter is the energy of expansion, gifts, luck, love. And you will have great chances to get visa that you wanted, to apply for new position, to get in the new educational cycle, or to become a lawyer or open your travel and business, anything regarding tourism. Any jobs regarding house 9 will have a great potential in the nearest 20 years. Just keep this in mind. If you don't know those occupations, ask me in the comments under. I will respond on that comment, I promise. So it's the time of luck, of optimism. It's when the higher power is guiding you and blessing you on each step of your journey. It's the wonderful time to pass the exams, to relocate, to immigrate, to change something about your beliefs and open your horizons. And during this beautiful energy, we have on the 30th of January, Uranus in Taurus turns direct in your house 12. It means it would be easier to find a doctor that you needed. It will be less unexpected events that were unlucky or brought you financial losses. It will be easier to heal your traumas or to travel in faraway lands, to get the job on board the cruise ship or oil rig, depends on your priorities, or open your detective agency. The financial storm is coming to an end, and your financial sun starts shining again. What a beautiful month. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my future videos. Hello, my shining stars, Cancers. What a wonderful beginning of the year we have. Your ruler moon will have significant shifts this month because the lunar nodes, north node and south node, will be shifting from the dimension, from the axis Aries and Libra to Pisces and Virgo. I will have a separate video dedicated to that matter. Another thing that White Moon Selene or Selena is basically our angel of light will be having special blessings for your sign because it enters Cancer. And for the next 7 months, it will have special blessings in the very beginning, transforming the life into the one that you want. But in order to obtain that blessing, you need to become the person of light and a helping hand to people who are in need. You need to clear your heart and your mind and you will see that your life is changing effortlessly because your right vibrations bring the right vibrations into your life. So let's start with the beginning of the month. Mars retrograde will be in your houses of finances as well as your identity. I have a separate video about Mars retrograde. Please check it out. But before you check that video out, I want to warn you, do not rush, observe more, do not overspend, do not share your possessions and your core resources, and avoid cyber criminals and scammers. On the 2nd of January, Venus, the planet of love, harmony, gifts, luxury, and money, enters your house 9, bringing you good news from faraway lands, approved visas if you're approved for one, good verdicts in the court cases, or the good development that you can benefit from. You can find a new discovery, or if you're a student, you will have a wonderful luck passing the exams, applying for grants, making the research and finding the new, very important information. It's a wonderful time for advertising, marketing, any processes connected with the publicity and fame, and publishing the books, writing the articles, traveling to different countries, broadening your horizons. And Venus in this house will stay for a long time because in the end of the month it will enter the same degrees in Pisces, where it will start the retrograde loop in spring. And about Venus retrograde I will create a separate video. Now you need to know that certain projects that you will start in January, you will be coming back, reviewing them, improving them in spring. On January 3rd, there is a bad astrological weather. It's a thunderstorm. It's the conflict between Mars and Pluto in your houses 1 and 2 and 7 and 8. So it's a conflict between your personality, identity, and your family, or financial matters between your spendings, your salary, and money of other, maybe the mortgage, alimony. This is the day when it will be like a financial earthquake if you start any new financial matters. Avoid big groups, avoid accidents, avoid any investments, avoid the conflict, some battles over money from the banks, tax organizations, investments, or property division, child custody disputes. So all these matters can be stirred up to the extreme level on January the 3rd. Mars-Pluto opposition we will have one more time in spring, and certain processes that will start in January of this regard might continue in April when we will have eclipses. Just keep this in mind. On January 6th, Mars retrogrades enter your house of identity, personality, your vision of the world, and very beginning. More about Mars retrograde I have in my Mars retrograde video. Please check it out. Just a quick note for now, do not do plastic surgery or participate in any risky sports, especially if in your solar horoscope Mars is in your house 8, house of crisis and traumas and transformation. Also, the matters that you started in October and November regarding any beginnings will be returned, reviewed, and your attention will be brought to that matters again. In general, it's just a day of very low energy. On December 8th, Mercury, the planet of logic, news, trade, transportation, communication, is entering Capricorn, the sign of order, responsibility, obligations. And from January 8th to January 27th, it will stay in your house of partnership, relationship, and other people. So you will have news regarding new deals, new colleagues, new teams, new jobs. Maybe it will be the invitation for a job in a new foreign country, or it will be a romantic offer from some foreigner at your firm, or from somebody who you get acquainted through your relatives or through your family. You will receive the news regarding the documents, any information about marriage, about investments, and the same day you have a wonderful aspect between Mars retrograde in your house 1 and Neptune in your house 9. It means international fame, advertising, teaching, learning, trips, travels, flourishing of any tourism business. It's a good, powerful wind of luck in your sails when you travel, or if you are going through the court cases. It's also a very powerful and wonderful time for advertising, marketing, or publicity. On January 12th, karmic nodes changing the axis, and for the next 1 year and a half, they will enter your houses 9 and 3. So house 9 will be your new focus. Anything regarding receiving the justice, relocation, trips, travels, tourism business, any foreign relationship and communication. And for some people, religion, because house 9 symbolizes religion, beliefs, and broadening of your horizons. So it's a success with any relocation, intellect, business, getting visas, graduation, success in any law, education. And about the change of the karmic lunar nodes, I will create a separate video. On January the 13th, there is a full moon in your sign. And full moon, it's always a climax. It's a spotlight on your very first house of your identity, of your core values, of your life. And it's a change for better, because moon, your ruler, will open up new doors. And it's just the beginning of the blessings that are coming your way. This full moon is happening in a wonderful energy of the positive lucky aspect between Sun and Uranus and Taurus. It's unexpected shift in your life. You will see the progress, you will see the light in the end of the tunnel if you haven't seen one yet. And as I mentioned before, the white moon Selena or Selene enters your house of Cancer for the next 7 months, and you will become the vessel of love and harmony and goodness for other people. You will be very blessed during this 7 months. It's an amazing time for spiritual elevation and for changing your life, bringing the positive change into your life. But the lucky tendencies haven't finished yet. On January 18th, Venus, the planet of harmony, love, and money, conjuncts Saturn, usually a very strict teacher who loves the order. This is the day when you verbally will program your reality. Why pay attention to your words. Do not speak negatively about yourself or about your future. Saturn will transform your words into your reality, your future, because Venus conjuncts Saturn in your house 9, house of broaden the horizons. It's house of expansion, travels, trips, foreigners, vacations, easy exams, searching justice, graduating from the law school, anything you want regarding obtaining the knowledge, elevating your educational level, as well as getting that sacred knowledge that some people seek through whole life. You will have a shortcut to it, as well as you will have a good news regarding second marriage if it's your subject. And on January 18th, we have a very interesting situation when Sun enters your house 8. Sun brings energy and light into your mutual funds house, financial house. So definitely some matters of finances, obtaining the documents or bank negotiations or deals negotiations, the money of your parents, partners with who you have mutual budgets will occupy your mind. But on January 21st, Sun conjuncts Pluto, a big shifter and transformer of your house 8. They meet in the house 8 and they start the financial party transforming your house. It's also the very beginning of the transformative cycle of your house of mutual funds and finances, because Pluto is a very slow planet, so don't expect fast change, not yet. But January 21st is like the day of embarkation on the financial cruise that will last a year. And you will see a big shift, a big change in the elevation of your partner's salary. That's why it's very important to choose who is your partner, because they will affect your house 8, house of your mutual finances. On January 27th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, trade, relocation, transportation, will enter your house 8. So you will expect news, contacts, to be in the right moment, in the right time. Any information that will help you to finalize the debts, gives you that extra wave of luck regarding financial things that you didn't know how to behave in certain situations. And on January 29th, you have a new moon in your house 8. It's the new financial energy, new scenarios, new people. House 8 is house of transformation as well as house of crisis. It's not just house of finances of other people, banks, alimony, insurance, social payments. It's also the house of transformation, and the energy in this house will be happening with the very positive wave of luck and conjunction between Mercury and Pluto. Pluto is the significator of big amount of money, huge money. So Mercury will bring you the news how to make bigger money in the occupations of house 8. House 8 is also army, police, any authority over other people. It's also any sacred spiritual knowledge, esoterics, and astrology. It's also the house of pregnancy. Everything that is hidden is the house of death and birth, is the house of magic, prophetic dreams. And the fact that Sun has a lucky aspect with Jupiter between your house 8 and house 12 gives you the guidance, gives you the inner subconscious alignment, where to go, how to get there. You will attract money, you will attract love and finances if you will just stay true to your values, and you will become a person of light for others. And by others, I mean not everybody. There is a difference between others and everybody. On January 30th, Uranus in Taurus turns direct. Uranus retrograde was in your house 11, house of future, your dreams, online business, any IET businesses for quite a while. And now when it turns direct, you will have less unpredictable events. Any unexpected situations will bring you luck, will guide you in the right direction. Check where is Uranus in your solar chart, because Uranus is a very naughty planet, and it can shake sometimes your vision of the reality. And it's important to know what to expect from this planet, especially when we are talking about house 11, and if you have any financial dreams or financial goals. Or Uranus in direct motion can send you some boomerangs from the past, debts that have to be closed, or attachments that have to be detached, online matters that have to be financially closed. Taking into consideration the celestial party in your house 8, house of mutual funds, and Uranus in your house 11, I can make a conclusion that there will be something regarding online business opportunities regarding advertising, marketing, online businesses, any trade businesses online, any innovation, gadgets, crypto, and also attracting the investors for your online projects. Because when you have in house 8 lots of planets, especially Pluto, big money is there. You can be very successful organizing and managing somebody else's money, bringing people and yourself big income. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. The next zodiac is Leo. Hello, my shining stars, Leos. January is quite an interesting month for us. Your ruler Sun will bring you lots of energy and lots of joy in your house of opportunities and second chances, because Mars retrograde is in your sign. Mars is the planet, fire planet of passion, energy, and also conflict. So having your Mars retrograde in your house 1 can cause some issues and conflicts, especially connected with October, November affairs, projects, or matters. And if you haven't seen my Mars retrograde video, please check it out. Mars retrograde will be in 2 houses. House 1, house of identity, as well as house of privacy, subconscious, house 12. Mars is in Leo until January 6th, and after January 6th it will be in Cancer in your house 12. So you will have second chances regarding healing, relaxation, but also it will bring certain energetical waves that you have to be aware of. Please check out my Mars retrograde video. One of the great news for you is Venus, the planet of harmony, money, love, pleasures, and gifts, enters your house 8. You will have good news regarding any finances of others. If you applied for the grant, for example, or research grant, you will most probably get it. If you participated in the court case, you will have the financial benefits. It might be also the time when you will start receiving from the government some subsidies or pensions or some payments. It will be the time where it will be easier for you to convince investors to participate in your business, and Venus will stay in your house 8 quite for a while, because on the 29th of January, Venus will pass the degrees where it will start its retrograde loop in spring. So in spring, you will revisit the same financial affairs, matters, or subjects, review, analyze, improve those financial matters. On January the 3rd, we have opposition of Mars and Pluto. It's like a thunderstorm. It's a very bad astrological weather, very stormy weather. So when you have the situation like this, especially between your houses 12, 1, 7, and 6, it signifies as the boiling point of conflict, or in some matters connected with a relationship, finances, final stage of something. That's why on this day, avoid any investments, being in the crowds, being among people with hate, protests, as well as avoid extreme sports or any traumatic situations. Just keep in mind that people are more emotional than usual during Mars-Pluto opposition, and the second time we will have Pluto-Mars opposition will be in the end of April. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, information, and news, will enter Capricorn, the sign of order, responsibilities, obligations, and until 27th of January, it will stay in your house of health, work, pets, additional responsibility, and any service business. It means that you will receive some news or ideas regarding these areas, and it's also a significator that you will be busier at your work, at your day-to-day life, or you will be participating in the health checks or medical checks, receiving the health results, blood work results. You will be invested in the matters of the animals in your family, or additional responsibility. If somebody got sick, you will take care of them, for example. On 12th of January, there is a wonderful lucky aspect between Mars retrograde in your house 12 and Neptune in your house 8, financial house of mutual funds, the money of other people, as well as the house of magic and some unexplainable events that you will benefit from. If you have any questions to the universe, you might have the prophetic dream, or where you will be given specifically the answer on the problem that bothers you. On January 12th, you might feel a big shift that will last for 1 year and a half. Karmic lunar nodes are changing the sign from the axis of Aries Libra to Pisces Virgo, and this big shift will start the transformation of your financial axis, house 8 and house 2. You will be focusing on the mutual funds. You will see how the sessions and how the salary of your partner elevates, grows up, and you benefit from it too. It can be, again, the beginning of some social payments from the government, or some matters of finances that you will have to deal with, like inheritance, for example, or social insurance, alimony. It's also the significator that you might have the passive income that you might benefit in the nearest 1 year and a half. It's a birth of your extra financial ideas that only you will succeed. On January 13th, there is a full moon in Cancer in your house 12, house of finalizing, cleansing, getting rid of unnecessary stuff, healing, transformation. Very private house is house of your subconscious, when your subconscious self will show you the way, will guide you. As well as full moon is always the climax, the clarity regarding the matters of international affairs, the contract business somewhere far away in the faraway lands. And all this full moon energy happens when Sun has a wonderful aspect of luck with Uranus between your houses of health, work, additional responsibilities, house 6, and house 10, house of your goals, achievements, awards, new status. So definitely all this positive energy around the middle of January will bring back hope and optimism, and will increase your vibrations. On January 14th, the white moon, Selene or Selena, that signifies the angel of light in our horoscope, will be blessing you in your house 12. Until September 2025, you will be blessed in everything regarding cleansing, healing, any investigative job, any ideas to elevate yourself spiritually, or to heal, to let go, to relocate, to immigrate. House 12 is also a house of pregnancy. It's a very private house, or it can be a very hard work at new you, your new personality, the new healthier version of yourself. So if you decide to develop yourself and upgrade, it will be a wonderful time to start it in January, from January 14th. On January 18th, Venus, the planet of love, luxury, pleasures, gifts, money, will have a wonderful aspect conjunction with Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is a very strict teacher who loves order and transform your words into their reality. That's why mind, what you pronounce, what you say. Do not say any negative things about yourself and your life, because Saturn will transform it in a financial dimension. It's in your house 8, house of mutual funds, mutual resources, possessions, magic, astrology, esoterics, inheritance. It's house of crisis, house of birth and death and transformation. That's why having Venus with Saturn here can give you a key to manifest your new reality the way you want it. It's a very positive aspect, as well as Saturn is the significator of elderly people, somebody who is wise and old, and Venus can signify a woman. So maybe you should listen to an older woman in your life. She can pass a sign of universe for you. Or if you're sick in love and you will be traveling, for example, you might meet a foreigner, because Venus also signifies foreigners. That Saturn older people will be older than you are or wiser than you are. And on January 19th, Sun enters Aquarius in your house of partnership, relationship, and other people, and starts the party. Because on January 21st, Sun meets Pluto there in your house 7, and it's like an embarkation date to the 1-year-long cruise of your transformation of your family life, private life, your relationship and partnership. On January 27th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, trade, relocation, news, and any information, enters the same house 7, bringing you proposals, marriage proposal, offers to create a new firm. And on January 29th, there is a new moon in your house of partnership and relationship. It's new beginning energy. It's not time to open something, not yet, but it will be much luckier time. But at least it's the beginning of that improving of that house in your life, your family, your marriage, partners at work, connection, relationship with your enemies or competitors. Pluto, like a big vacuum cleaner, will cleanse your enemies. It's like death to your enemies or competitors, so they will not stand a chance against you. And Pluto is a very slow planet, so don't expect fast results, but definitely Pluto will start this cycle of transformation of your house 7 in January. And also Pluto will stay in this house 7 for the next 20 years. And Pluto is a significator of big, huge amount of money. So if you're looking for changing your occupation, please take a look at the occupations of house 7. If you don't know what they are, leave a comment. I will share this information with you. So when we have a party of the planets in your house, partnership, relationship, of course, there is a lucky aspect between Mercury and Pluto that can mean engagement, warmer relations in the family, good news about birth, about pregnancy, removal of limitations in your business, deals, partnership, and other people at work. Sun will have a fantastic aspect with Jupiter retrograde. That is a planet of big happiness, big luck, and expansion that will be in your house 11, house of your future, of your dreams, of everything that you want to achieve in this life. And when Sun brings this energy with Jupiter, it boosts such a great, wonderful opportunities for you regarding family, business, and true partnership. You can go on a family vacation. It's an amazing time for passing the exam, for relocation, for having plans to reapply for some grants or for fundraising. And the cherry on top, on January 30th, Uranus turns direct, and Uranus is in Taurus, so it's a financial energy. It will go direct in your house of status, and your status will have unexpected positive shifts to the area where you focus your attention and your energy. That's why it's very important to know what would you like to achieve in life and keep this focus on your goals. Some magical unexpected events will bring you closer to what you would like to achieve. What a beautiful month. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave the comments below. I appreciate your likes and subscriptions. See you in my future videos. Next, the Zodiac is Virgo. Hello, my shining stars Virgos. This is your horoscope for January 2025. And the big shifts in January are the karmic nodes. Karmic lunar nodes are shifting into axis between Pisces and Virgo. So all Virgos with ascendant or moon sign or the sun sign will be affected. On January the 3rd, Mars will be opposed Pluto. As we know, it's always a thunderstorm. It's a very rainy weather on that specific day. It's like a strike of an earthquake between your houses 6 and 12. House 6 is the house of health, additional responsibilities, pets, service business, as well as your day-to-day life. And house 12 is house of isolation, hospital, very private house of letting go the past, psychological traumas, coping with fears, addictions. And it's the best on this day to avoid any operations, any conflicts, any gun ranges, dangerous situations, extreme sports, be far away from crowds, from fireworks. It's a very traumatic day. Just remember that, January 3rd and around this date, it's better avoid big crowds of people. Your health will be under attack during this time. On the same day, on January the 3rd, Venus enters Pisces in your house 7. And Venus is the planet of love, harmony, as well as gifts, money, and it will bring all these pleasures into your house of family, romantic relationships, as well as your business and financial partnership. You will feel that there is more love, there is more joy in your family, and you will be focused in the nearest 1.5 years on getting this harmony and peace and pleasure in your personal life, at your work, to sign those big money deals, and you will be successful because Venus in this area for a while, and on the 29th of January it will enter the degrees where in spring it will have the same retrograde loop. Certain projects that you plan right now will be reviewed, redone, improved in spring. It's not a great time to get married because we have right now retrograde Mars, plus in spring it will be retrograde Venus. For more information, please check out my retrograde Mars video. And it's important because Mars transitions not just in your house 12, but also in house 11, house of your future, house of your dreams, your friends, IT technology, innovations, exams, any business that lives online, as well as your marriage. That is not the first one. I give more information in Mars retrograde video. On January 4th, there is a wonderful lucky aspect between Sun and Saturn, the planet of order, responsibility, and it's this lucky aspect is between your houses 5 and 7. Usually ideas, pleasurable time, vacations, spending time with children, news about pregnancy in a family, some very good news that brings you joy and pleasure. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, news, as well as logic, enters Capricorn, the sign of logic, responsibilities, and order. And it will stay there until January 27th. And Mercury will bring new ideas, new energy regarding inspiration, creativity, art, performance. It's an amazing time for self-advertising, for performancers. It also can mean a love with a foreigner or with an older person than you are. It's a wonderful time for dating, and you will be very busy if you will start dating online, or in fact any dating, because Mercury also brings lots of trips, travels, lots of communication in your house of love. So your love life will flourish. On January 12th, we have Mars and Neptune lucky aspect between your house 1 and 7. And this lucky aspect brings you positive energy in any public activity. Visit social events, venues, second chances to make your dreams come true. House 11 is also any innovation, gadgets, big groups of people, public speaking. And house 7 is house of partnership, relationship, good deals and negotiations. On the same day, karmic lunar nodes are shifting the exits from Aries Libra dimension to Pisces Virgo. And your new focus will be your family for the next 1.5 years. You will be thinking about your family more. You will be thinking about your private business more, and you will be given opportunities as well as right people, right time to start certain things, and you will have the support of higher power. There is a full moon in Cancer on the 13th of January in your house of dreams. So maybe you will achieve your dreams already and you will need to create new dreams. Dream big, because this full moon happens on the background of the beautiful lucky aspect between Sun in your house 6 and Uranus in your house 9. It's healing by traveling. It's house of your health that will have more attention, more clarity, and house 9, it's traveling, religion, spiritual development, higher education. You can expect some good news and clarity in your house 11, house of IT technology, innovation. And the great news as well, on January 14th, the white moon, Selene or Selena, is the significator of white light, angel of light in our life, will start blessing your house 11, house of your dreams, how you see your future, as well as house of IT technology, innovation, big groups of people, groups, clubs, religion, the marriage that is not your first one. If you decide, for example, to open some business online or dating website, you will be very successful and you will receive the right information where to go and how to get there from higher power. But it's not all the gifts from the universe. On January 18th, Venus, the planet of love, energy, harmony, money, will conjunct Saturn in Pisces. It means that your verbal manifestation of the world, how you see the world, how you see yourself, how you describe yourself, will program your real future, because Saturn manifests your feelings into reality. And this would happen on January 18th in your house 7. House of your relationship, partnership, other people, enemies. That's why mind what you say during this time. Avoid any negative comments towards anybody, because it will turn back onto you. For married couples, you will have more serious plans about your mutual future. For people in business, it means a big money deals, great negotiations that you can benefit from. It's a long-term collaboration opportunities as well as lucky aspects, everything regarding your feelings, your family, meeting serious partnership for people who are single, and if it's your priority, the moment you decide that you want to be with the person and you will understand which person you want to be with, the universe will send that person according your vibrations. And Saturn here will kill all the illusions and brings you sharp clarity about your life, about partnership and relationship that you have. After January 19th, Sun enters Aquarius in your house 6, house of your health, work, additional responsibility, animals and pets, and service business. And here the celestial party starts. Sun meets Pluto, a big transformer of our horoscopes, and Pluto will stay in your house 6 for the next 20 years. So if you're looking for opportunities, how to make big bucks, Pluto is a significator of big amount of money, and your big money will have a huge potential in the house 6. It's the business regarding pets, any service business, building repairs, contractors business, nannies, caregivers, nurses, medical personnel, and more. So if you're interested, you can comment under this video. I will share with you the occupations of house 6. For people who are sick, Sun will bring the beginning of your recovery. Pluto is a very slow planet, so don't expect fast results. But Sun will bring this good energy. It's your personal spring in your house of health. You will have clarity, you will have understanding what is going on. And if you are healthy, it can be the beginning of a very busy time of your life when your day-to-day life will be shifted, will be changed. You will be busier with your business, with your life, with your animals and pets. It will be easier for you to implement healthier habits. And if you will not implement any new good habits that are according to your goals, Pluto will push you to the right direction. And sometimes these pushes are painful, so it's better to take care of yourself and your environment, you're surrounding yourself. So Pluto will assist you instead of pushing you to the right direction. But Pluto also is the planet that, like a vacuum cleaner, will suck in everything unnecessary in your life and will give you opportunities to get rid of extra weight, extra junk, extra relationship, or something that really doesn't help you in your life to achieve your purpose. On January 27, Mercury enters your house 6, bringing you information, people, communication, contacts, opportunities. You will have more clients. You will be busier in your day-to-day life. So if you were seeking for a job, you will be busy. You will have lots of job offers. And on January 29th, you will have a new moon in your house of health. It's very, very beginning, the new start, the new energy, the new breeze, the beginning of implementation of these healthy habits. You will have first results, or maybe a new pet, or maybe a new pet will have the news that it's pregnant, and then you will have babies. And then Mercury conjuncts Pluto in your house of health, so you will be guided. The right people will always assist you on every step, so you will be never alone. You will be always guided by the light forces to assist you, to help you. And the fact that on that day, January 29th, Sun will have a lucky aspect with Jupiter retrograde between your houses 6 and house 10, house of status, house of achievements, awards, reputation, getting the result, you start the recovery, you will become more optimistic, you might get promotion, or receive an important document that you were waiting for, or award for your best performance. And maybe that award will be a travel or trip to somewhere, or receiving the grant that will give you opportunity to pay for your scholarship or university higher education, because on January 30th, Uranus and Taurus, financial sign, will go direct in your house 9, house of higher education, law, justice, courts. So it's unexpected lucky events during the travels, trips, with foreigners or international companies. It's money from any international business or royalties. Good news regarding publishing your book, for example, or relocation or vacation or second marriage. If you felt that you have the opening of some healing properties, definitely you need to train your subconscious, give you clearer signs, and it's possible, and your intuition will be very talkative during January. Your ruler in your house 6 will give you a nice cozy umbrella that will protect you from misleading diagnosis or some misinformation, that you will have a sensation somebody wants to do something that you will not like. So listen to your guts, listen to your intuition, and you will not regret. I wish you to have a wonderful month. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hello, my shining stars, Libra. January will start with Mars retrograde in your houses of relationship and partnership, and it has a wonderful aspect with the North lunar node in your house of dreams, house of your future. So your focal point will be shifted to your love life, to your family life, and at the beginning of the month it's very good. But on January 3rd, we have Mars Pluto opposition. It's like a thunderstorm on that day. Avoid any signing of the documents, big groups of people, fireworks, extreme sports, gun ranges. It's not a good time for any negotiations because it's the energy of the conflict. Something joyful like a party can turn quickly into a nightmare, and you don't want to have any consequences. So that day mark is a bad astrological weather, January the 3rd. The second strike of this Mars-Pluto opposition earthquake we will have in the end of April. Some matters that you can start on the day can be reviewed and coming back into your life in spring. On a good note, on the same day, Venus, the planet of love, luxury, gifts, money, and pleasures, enters your house 6. Bringing you recovery, good people in your life, right nurses, right doctors, right diagnosis, or Venus can also bring love into your house 6. Into day-to-day life, you will have more pleasure from your work, or maybe it's a new pet. And this harmony in your house day-to-day life and schedule and routines will be your main focus for a while, because Venus just entered this house, and in spring it will have a retrograde loop in the same degrees that it passes right now. On January 4th, Sun will have a lucky aspect with Saturn, and it will affect your houses 4 and 6. House 4 is your family, females in your family, real estate, rent, land, landlords, a relationship with landlords or tenants, anything regarding your parents, and official documents. And when Sun has a lucky aspect, you will have a good luck applying for documents or elevate comfort and safety of the place of your living. On January 6, Mars until February 24, 2025 will enter Cancer and stay in your house 10, house of achievements, reputation, bringing you some struggles and conflicts in your house of status, and bringing back the patterns and the matters of October, November subjects that you were struggling with. It will come back into your life. It will give you second chances to resolve those issues. For more information, please check out my Mars retrograde video. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, information, commerce, until January 27th, enters Capricorn in your house 4. It's the matters of house, real estate, realtors, pregnancy and the family, females, your landlords or parents, official documents, security and safety of your house. Maybe you will buy a new security system or something cozy and nice for your house. Or maybe you will be visited by your relatives, so you will have to take care of some females in your family. On January 12th, Mars retrograde will have a lucky aspect with Neptune, and this aspect is between your houses 6 and 10. It means successful operation if you undergo any medical checks, or receiving the right diagnosis, or receiving the results, or the documents, or the permit that you were waiting for, or the good news about your parent. On January 12th also, it's a big shift of lunar nodes that from axis Aries Libra turns right now into Pisces Virgo. Karmic lunar nodes always move in a retrograde phase. So for the next 1 year and a half, your health, your day-to-day life, your pets, and your service business will be the main focus. And about the big shift of karmic nodes, about your focus and about lunar south node of your karma, we will speak about in the separate video. On January 13th, the full moon will be in your house 10, house of status, achievements, awards, reputation, and your parents. So you will become more optimistic because there will be good news, receiving the good results. And all of this is happening on the background of another positive aspect between Sun in your house 4 and Uranus retrograde in your house 8. Mutual funds. So it can be pregnancy news or news regarding tax insurance payments. It can be family crisis resolved. It can be also the documents that you were waiting for a long time, or permits, immigration or inheritance. Some bank statements, or about females in your family, successful operation, or pregnancy news in your family. On January 14th, there is an interesting aspect. The white moon, or Selene or Selena, significator of the light energy, it's like angel of light, will be guiding you and will be blessing your house of status, of achievements, house 10. And for the next 7 months, you will have a good luck in anything regarding new goals, new achievements, new position, obtaining new information, reputation, new family name, changing the place of your living, getting married, getting divorced. You will have a good luck in any of your goals when it's connected with changing of your status. On January 18th, Venus in Pisces will conjunct Saturn in your house 6. And it's one of the best layouts because when Venus, the planet of love, money, luxury, conjuncts Saturn, the very strict teacher that likes order and responsibility, it means recovery for people who are sick. It means the money from service business that you've been working so hard. It can be a new pet or your pet's pregnancy. It points the time in your life when you will start seeking harmony in your environment, make your place of living more practical and more beautiful, the same as with your work. It's an amazing time to start the fitness cycle or cycle of the treatment. Any practical choices that will benefit your body and your mind will be very successful. And on January, Sun enters Aquarius in your house 5. Sun brings beautiful spring energy into the house of love, entertainment, luck, art, kids, creativity, performance, and is just the beginning. So the big party starts on January 19th. On January 21, Sun meets Pluto there, the Pluto, big transformer of our horoscope. Pluto is a very slow planet, but in the nearest 1 year, you will see a big shift, a big transformation in the house of joy and pleasures. And those changes will be positive changes. When Sun conjuncts Pluto in your house 5, it means the birth to a new energy. Maybe the pregnancy news, maybe the business money idea that you can implement during the year. And Pluto means big money. So if you are a creator or you have a creative energy that you would like to transfer in your profession, this is the time to take a look how you can monetize your hobby, how you can sell your art, because you will have more inspiration to write a book, to finish your painting that you wanted. Anything creative will be blessed by universe. On January 27th, Mercury comes to this celestial party, bringing you news, documents, information, permission, green light into your house 5. Art, inspiration, love, dating without responsibilities, or elevating your love life to a next level. Make it more pleasurable, letting go the traumatic experiences that you had before. You might get an idea to organize the party, for example, because on January 29th, there is a new moon in your house 5. It's a new energy. Again, it's a birth of new ideas, and sometimes the biggest struggle for the creators is to have the right ideas that you can monetize. It will be a great luck because Mercury conjuncts Pluto in your house 5. It's a true celestial party with Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Pluto. House 5 is also house of luck. Winning the competitions, winning in the lottery. Remember, Pluto is a slow planet, so don't expect fast results really soon because January is like the embarkation month on a year cruise of your pleasures and gifts and love in your house 5. So the transformation will not happen very fast. So don't go to the casino and put all your money, okay? On January 29th, it doesn't work like this, but your intuition will be more talkative to you. You will have to listen to your subconscious, to what brings you joy, and not to be the slaves of your addictions or some unhealthy attachments. This is the only thing that will not help you to achieve that goal and to serve that wave of luck. All this beautiful new moon energy happens on the backgrounds of another wonderful lucky aspect between Sun and Jupiter retrograde between your houses 5 and 9. It's the time to travel, to have a vacation, to have a pleasures from education, from spiritual practices that will elevate your spirit and make you more optimistic and elevate your vibration, because vibration right now is very important. Your right vibration will bring you right people, and you can shift your house of love and luck into the right one. If your vibration will be low, you will attract another kind of people who can destroy your wave of luck or push you from this wave of luck. When Sun has a wonderful aspect with Jupiter, it also can mean that you might fall in love with a foreigner on your trip, or it's a love affair. House 5 is it's not marriage, it's dating without responsibilities, but it's a great time for performances. So if you were connected with art and creativity, your business will flourish. And on January 30th, Uranus, the planet of unexpected shifts that was retrograde for a long time in your house of finances of other people, will turn direct. So you will have less hiccups, less negative energy regarding taxes, insurance, different payments, alimony, or child support. There might be a sudden shift in your plans, but in the end, it will benefit you. It might be a sudden realization that might change your life for better. Unexpected prophetic dream or some magical event that will push you closer to your goals and to find a true satisfaction, because there are lots of things happening in your house 5. I really appreciate your likes because they help my video to be seen by more people. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, my shining stars. Scorpio OPHIUCHUS. Here is your horoscope for January 2025. And we start with quite a lucky aspect between Mars retrograde and the lucky aspect with the North Node between your houses 6 and 10. You will definitely get some news, information about your status, or some good news regarding your health. It's quite possible that you will be planning successful operation, and this is the first time that you will receive the good news about it. On January 3rd, nevertheless, Mars retrograde opposes Pluto in Aquarius. And this is very unlucky aspect between two planets. It's like a thunderstorm. It's a true celestial conflict between the planet of dynamic and the planet of transformation. During this day, avoid any operations, avoid any crowds, preferably to be far away from fireworks, anything connected with bullets, fire, or speed, as well as any extreme sports, and of course protests everywhere where the negative energy stirs up and the hate could burst as an explosion of a volcano, and people might get hurt even if you're not involved, but you can be part of it and you can get hurt. For those people who will prefer to have more passive time spending on this day, Venus, the planet of money, harmony, love, pleasures, desires, art, and inspiration, enters Pisces in your house of love, in your house of inspiration and pleasures. What a beautiful time. More than that, Venus in Pisces will stay here for quite a while, and in the end of January it will enter the same degrees of Pisces where it will start the retrograde loop in spring. So some matters regarding your love life or dating or your personal business, children, art, or creative projects will be reviewed, repeated, improved, returned to in spring, when Venus will pass the same degrees again during the retrograde Venus phase. I will create a separate video about it on my channel. Please subscribe if you're interested. House 5 is house of joy. It's house of entertainment. It's one of the best times for anybody who works with art or performance. If you're single, there will be a chance to meet somebody significant for you, but House 5 is not the serious relationship, not yet. House 5 is more dating without any responsibilities, the very beginning of the romantic relationships. And when you have Mars retrograde in your House 5, you will be feeling and desiring to be loved. You will want to be more flirtatious, more romantic, to bring more joy and pleasures in your life, and you can do it in different ways. So be prepared that Cupid might hit you with an arrow. Also, when Venus enters the house of joy and pleasures, it means the wonderful time for any creative projects. It also can mean money or income from your personal business or any businesses connected with creativity or children. And on the same day, Sun will have a very wonderful and lucky aspect with Saturn. Saturn is usually the one that limits us in something. And from January 3rd to January 10th, you will have this effect and nice energy from this lucky aspect between your houses 3 and 5. Maybe it's a pleasurable journey somewhere, or it's the news or the documents or the certification that you needed. House 3 is also house getting back to school. Maybe you will enroll for another course, or you will be attending the master classes according to your interests or hobbies, and it will bring you more pleasures. So trips and travels will be successful, as well as any sources of information will bring you the intentional flow of energy that you might use and monetize in future. On the 6th of January, Mars retrograde will enter Cancer in your house 9, and when Mars, the planet of passion, energy, and conflicts, enters your house of trips, travels, foreign lands, foreigners, higher education, courts, laws, justice, and as well as publishing and second marriage, you might have more tense energy there. You might feel that you are under pressure to make the decisions. And more about what Mars retrograde brings in our life, I have a separate video on my channel. Please check it out. For you, dear Scorpios, it's very important to know where your co-ruler is, because Mars will push you forward or will make you focus on the matters or affairs that you were dealing in October, November 2024. So those scenarios or those events might be repeated in your life. And I talk about this in my separate video dedicated to Mars retrograde. On January the 8th, Mercury, the planet of information, news, commerce, logistic, and travels, enters Capricorn, the sign of order, responsibilities, and obligations. And Mercury rules house 3, so the ruler in its kingdom, and it means that it will be more order, more responsibility, and obligations towards your house of contacts, house of mind, intellect, ideas, and information. You might receive some news regarding courses or your closest surrounding, your siblings, neighbors, or roommates. You might receive the news that maybe your roommate will move out and you will need to find a new roommate. Or maybe you will receive the news that you will have a trip, maybe a business trip, and it will be very successful because Venus is in your house 5 and Mars retrograde in your house of trips and travels. Just pay attention to your surroundings. And when you have Mercury in house 3 and Mars retrograde in house 9, it can mean also the fraud criminals in the faraway lands. So be prepared to protect your boundaries, safety and security of place of your living or your car. And don't leave expensive belongings in your car, because your car, your transportation, or your sources of communication will be under attack. On January 12th, we have a very interesting shift, a big astrological event, the change of the karmic nodes from the dimension Aries Libra to Virgo Pisces. And it means that for the next 1.5 years, you will be more focused on your house 5, which is your children, personal business, joy, pleasures, trips, vacations, tourism business. And you will see that by the end of this shift, after 1.5 years, your dreams will be different, as well as your environment will be changed. Having the South Node in your house 11, it can mean that some people from your past will be brought back into your life, so you can finalize the relationship and cut off those unnecessary anchors or attachments. More about the big shift of karmic nodes I will tell you in my new video in January dedicated to the karmic nodes. On the same day, on January 12th, Mars retrograde, your co-ruler, will have a very lucky aspect with Neptune, the planet that is responsible for our imagination as well as some illusions in our life. But this lucky aspect will give you the clarity as well as return in matters from the autumn 2024 regarding your houses 5 and 9. Trips, travels, pleasures, vacations, foreigners and foreign lands, a payback for anything regarding your private business, children, and marriage, court cases, justice, lawyers, educational institutions. You will have good news regarding publishing if you are publishing your book or your work, as well as you will have good news and a wave of luck and pleasures in your second marriage. You will get more satisfaction from learning new things. Dedicate this time for self-education and development. It's a very favorable time to visit the places where you've been before. On the 13th of January, it will be a very emotional time because full moon in Cancer will be in your house 9, house of higher education, judicial system, judicial matters, courts, justice, courts and lawyers, learning more about your rights and obligations, maybe religious events, prophetic dreams. And full moon is always a climax, always a result, so you will have more clarity regarding the matters of house 9. If you were waiting for this verdict to come or for the letter to come, it most probably will happen near the full moon time. And this full moon in Cancer also happens on the background of another lucky aspect between Sun and Uranus retrograde in Taurus that has a financial signature. And this lucky aspect will be between your houses 3, house of ideas, mind and intellect, news and your surroundings, and your house 7, house of family, marriage, relationship and partnership. It can be romantic or it can be work related. It's a wonderful time for passing exams, for a family vacation, to share the joy of living and pleasure with your family and friends, the people who you love and trust. Another great news that on January 14th, the white moon Selene, or the angel of light in our horoscope, will visit your house 9 for the next 7 months, and until September 2025 it will give you blessings in your house 9: spiritual development, religion, winning in the court cases, immigration, relocation, any documentation that will define your official status in the country, or any permits that you would like to achieve, higher education, sacred knowledge, second marriage. It's a good luck if you decide to pass the exams in a law school, pass the bar. It's an amazing time for students and teachers, anybody who works with words and publishing, for the researchers and everybody who is seeking the sacred knowledge or spiritual development. Don't be surprised if you will be attracted to foreigners, to foreign lands, cultures, faraway lands, or a new religion. Many people with Scorpio or OPHIUCHUS as their ascendant or a moon sign or a sun sign had a problem with fertility for the last 2.5 years or 3 years. And it's because Saturn is in your house of pregnancy, house 5, as well as it's a house of kids and joy. On January 18th, Venus, the planet of pregnancy and joy, will have a lucky aspect, the portal of opportunities, with Saturn in your house 5, and something that you were limited, or maybe you had less joy in your life. It might be your personal business or anything that brings joy. Maybe you were depressed for a long time. Finally, it will be the time when you can manifest your reality, because Saturn will take your words and verbally program the physical world around you based on your vibrations and based on how you see the world. That's why work already right now at vocalizing your desires and cleansing your language from bad attitude, from any bad words that will describe yourself or your life or your money situation. Don't be surprised if your approach to love or personal business will become more pragmatic, with less illusions, with less trust to the strangers. You will become more realistic, and it will assist you in reaching your goals faster. When you have the conjunction of Venus and Saturn in your house of love, house 5, and if you're on the state of dating without any responsibilities, you might look at your partner with a different angle. For example, if your partner makes you laugh, and it's very funny to be together, but you can see that he or she plays video games all day long and doesn't have a job, your attachment will start fainting. The romantic attraction that you have might disappear. And this is the effect of Saturn, because Saturn makes everybody more mature, more responsible, and more thinking about your future. You will stop being attracted to people who cannot bear any responsibilities or immature people. It's the process of life. It's just the time to show how you value yourself and cut off those unnecessary responsibilities that don't develop, don't bring you closer to your goals. You also might discover that your passion that you had to your hobby that you spent so much money without any return doesn't interest you anymore, and you can close off that part. It will also benefit your life in order to get rid of any junk that you don't need anymore in your life. And on January 18th, Sun enters Aquarius and starts celestial party. It brings you your personal spring in your family, in the house of your home, house, family, lands, official documents, females in your family, and some pregnancy news in your family. But it's not all. On January 21st, Sun meets Pluto in Aquarius in your house 4. Your parents might visit you, or somebody from your relatives. Matters of your relatives or your parents will occupy your mind. And when Sun conjuncts Pluto in your house 4, it starts a year of transformation cycle of your house of home, place of your living, immigration, relocation, everything connected with safety and security and independence of your living. Maybe it will be the first time when you will go and live separately. Maybe it will be the first time when you gather together with your family, or you find out more about your family roots and traditions. Also, Pluto is the planet of big money, so if you're interested which occupation can bring you more money in the nearest 20 years, ask me in the comments below, I will explain. On January 27th, Mercury enters the same house, bringing you more information, more news, travels, trips, more actions, as well as the planet of commerce. So maybe you will start spending or buying something for your home or for the family. Also, some people might buy or sell their house or land or property. And on January 29th, there is a new moon in your house 4. It's a new energy, new ideas, maybe a new person in your surroundings who works as a realtor or any jobs connected to house 4. It can be a new neighbor, a new security camera, or it can be also the news about your applications or any formal documents regarding your IDs, driver's license. Maybe it's time to renew it. So in your house 4, you have Sun, Moon, Pluto, and Mercury. Definitely the celestial party will start a big shift and start a big change regarding your house 4. And it's a lucky energy for you because on the background, Sun and Jupiter retrograde have a lucky aspect between your houses 4 and house 8. It's a good time to relocate, to get the news, information, or documents, IDs, licenses. And in house 8, house of crisis, it can also mean that even if there will be an accident, you will have a good luck. Despite the situation you are in, you will be guided through the process of recovery. Lucky energy will be with you. On January 30th, Uranus and Taurus, which has a financial signature, turns direct in your house of family, relationship, and partnership. It means that you will have less unlucky episodes regarding your business as well as your relationship and partnership, and also you will have more clarity regarding your marriage life. It can mean great deals, a new membership, new partnership, birth of a child, pregnancy and family news, as well as good deals, negotiations, great collaboration. And also house 7 is house of enemies, so you will see clearly who is your friend and who is not. So for Scorpios, your co-rulers Mars and co-ruler Pluto are in the houses 4 and 9. And from this aspect, I can tell you that it will be a good time to relocate to a faraway land. Don't be surprised if some foreigners will give you an offer of a job or proposal of a marriage, or you will have a lucky investments in the foreign countries or buying foreign land. And of course, it's a generic weather. So for more specifics, of course, you need to check your solar horoscope for a year to see which house has which planets, and of course to calculate the astrodynes. If you relocate, will you benefit from this new geolocation? Or maybe the harmony that you have right now will be dissolved in a minus and it will drain you emotionally and financially. There are lots of things that have to be considered, especially when you make the big moves. So if you would like to have a private consultation, please leave the comment. I will send you my email. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my future horoscopes. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Sagittariuses and Sagittarius OPHIUCHUS. Time came to discuss your January horoscope, and January 2nd brings us a very lucky aspect between Mars retrograde and the North Node, between your houses 5, house of joy, personal business, children, inspiration and art, and house 9, vacations, foreign lands, trips, travels, faraway lands, higher education, courts, justice, publishing, and second marriage. For OPHIUCHUS, Chiron, your ruler, will be in your house 5 in Aries in fire element. You can feel that you have more passion, more energy, more inspiration, as well as you can meet your significant other. It's time to self-value, to treat yourself well, to share your love and passion for creative projects, as well as to enjoy your children and participate and celebrate in life. On January the 3rd, there is a very tough aspect. This day is a rainy astrological weather. Mars retrograde opposed Pluto. And this opposition is between your houses 9 and 3. So when you travel, avoid firearms, fireworks, bullets, war zones. It's a very traumatic time for sports or operations. The results of the operations will not what you expect. That's why on this day, it's better to avoid big groups of people, different celebrations, big factories, anything that can explode. So avoid driving fast, road rage. Do not buy any pipes, any appliances, heaters, or cars. January 3rd. On the same day, Venus, the planet of love, harmony, money, inspiration, and art, visits Pisces in your house 4. You will have more pleasure, more harmony, more news regarding your family, land, security and safety and comfort of your living space. Is the house of feminine energy, females in your family, pregnancy news in your family. And Venus will stay in this house for a while. In the end of January, it will visit the same degrees where it will start its retrograde loop, and some subjects or matters or anything that you start this month will be improved, reviewed, upgraded, returned to in spring when Venus will have its retrograde phase. On January 4th, Sun has a lucky aspect with Saturn between your houses 2 and 4. House 2 is the financial house. It means that you might have more expenses or more purchases or more salary or income from your house 4, which is rent, which is any possessions that you have. It can be any official documents that can bring you money, or you will be spending to get new ID, or maybe you will buy something for comfort and safety or for your family, and it's a very lucky aspect. If you purchase something on this during this day, January 4th, it will serve you for a long time and will bring you satisfaction. On January the 6th, Mars retrograde enters Cancer in your house 8. Mars retrograde, it's energy, passion, but when it's a retrograde phase, it can be also conflict, aggression, and house 8 is the financial house of mutual funds, money of other people, as well as house of crisis, house of transformation. That's why be aware of certain tendencies that Mars retrograde can bring into your life. And about Mars retrograde, I have a separate video. Please check it out. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, mind, and intellect, will enter Capricorn, the sign of logic, responsibility, obligations, and order. And these tendencies will affect your house of finances, your salary, your money, bills, anything regarding finances, self-worth, your values, and your voice. It can be the beginning of your work as a teacher or a student or anybody who use their voice professionally, as well as any passive income or the second job. Mercury brings ideas and the news. If you don't have any passive income, maybe this will interest you a lot and this subject will occupy your mind in the beginning of January. On January 12th, karmic nodes shift for the next 1.5 years. You will be focused on the matters between your houses 4 and work through different karmic tales of your house 10. So matters of land, apartment, flat, relocation, immigration, any documents, relationship with the realtors or people of institutions who issue some documentation, passports, IDs. This will occupy your mind, as well as you will be focused on reaching these goals and you will have the second chances. I will create a separate video, and if you're interested, please subscribe to see it. On January 12th, there is a lucky aspect between Mars retrograde and Neptune. This aspect will bring you different shifts in between your houses, house 4 and house 8. So matters of home, realtors, lands, rent, relocation, your possessions, mutual budgets, money of others, credit card, bank documentation, alimony, penalties, child support, those matters will pop up again. And you will have good news because this is a lucky aspect. So whatever happens in your life, it will serve you for better. You will benefit out of this situation. Maybe it's also the news of pregnancy in a family or the relocation of your relatives or females in your family. On January the 13th, there is a full moon in Cancer in your house 8. Clarity, climax in the matters of the finances, mutual budgets, inheritance, social payments, insurance, mortgage, the salary of your partner or of your parents. And on the background, it happens with a good lucky aspect with a positive energy between the Sun and Uranus and Taurus, which has a financial signature in your houses of finances, your salary, your values, and house 6, house of your day-to-day life, house of your routines, health, additional responsibilities, your animals and pets. It's the beginning of the remission, of the recovery if you're sick. It can be a big purchase or some very important acquaintance. It can be the money from your partner or from the businesses connected with fitness, pets, healthcare, supplements, or business regarding the diet and nutrition. Maybe an animal will enter your life and bring back the faith in humanity, bring unconditional love into your life. On January 14th, the white moon Selene, angel of light in our horoscope, will enter your house 8 and stay there until September 2025. That's why you will make your partners very lucky. And because of your light, because you become an angel of light for other people, your partners will benefit from it. Their salary will grow if you use your feminine energy, creative energy, on making yourself happy. Your partners will have bigger luck in any deals, negotiations, and this financial luck will travel wherever they go in the world. House 8 is also the house of crisis or big shifts, big transformation, army, police, who is connected to authority, organizing other people, as well as House 8 is the magical events in your life, is esoterics, astrology, sacred knowledge, house of the manifestation of your reality verbally or by changing your vibrations. And the chance comes on January 18th when Venus in Pisces conjuncts Saturn in Pisces in your house 4. Venus, as you know, is the planet of pleasures, money, love, harmony, inspiration, and Saturn is a very strict teacher. Saturn also is the planet who transfers your words into matter. That's why already now you can start working at your language, how you speak about yourself, how you speak about your life. Do you have the grateful mindset? Because these vibrations will attract what comes next to you, and you will have always the opportunities to create a better world around yourself, and you start with yourself. So January 18th is the beginning of the new cycle, the possibility of new transformation that will be blessed by universe. Also, Venus can mean any female in your family, and Saturn usually signifies older people or wiser people. Pay attention to what some old women in your surroundings say. Maybe it will be the message from the universe which way you should go. It's a good time for any renovation, for fixing things, for any repairs, as well as for any heartwarming activities, family dinners, gathering with people who you love. And don't be surprised if suddenly your romantic attachments will go colder and you will have more practical view at your hobby or at your partner who is sitting on the couch and playing video games from morning till evening. So there will be a shift where you will prioritize your family, safety and security of the place of your living, as well as people who surround you. So in the new video about karmic nodes, I will talk more about the focus of the nearest 1.5 years, as well as the karmic south node that will bring you some obstacles that you have to work through and what pushes you forward. On January 19th, the celestial party starts with Sun entering Aquarius in your house 3. And it's your closest surrounding, your siblings, transportation house, or the house of intellect, ideas, as well as relocation. And this house will have lots of attention because on January 19th, Sun comes and visits this house. On January 21st, Sun meets Pluto in Aquarius in the same house, and and it's like an embarkation on a year cruise of transformation of your surrounding. And of course, Pluto will stay in this house for the next 20 years, and Pluto means big money. So if you are interested which occupations can bring you the big money, leave the comments under, and I will share with you which occupations of house 3 might have the biggest potential for you in the nearest 20 years. On January 27th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, intellect, logic, and mind, enters the same house 3, which is house of ideas, transportation, relocation, logistic, your closest surroundings, siblings, news from your relatives. It's house of school. Maybe you will be back to school or get the news or ideas about the courses, short-term education cycles, maybe new neighbors, new roommates, or news from your brothers and sisters. On January 29th, there is a new moon in this house. It's definitely the new energy, and if you ever thought of relocating, this might be a day when you will realize where you want to go, with who you want to stay, or which car you want to buy, or which school you want to attend, or which place you would like to visit. So some new ideas will visit you. You will be not left alone. House 3 is marketing, advertising, anything regarding contacts, communication. And this is the time when you might get more popularity, more fame. Maybe your online business will bring more money or more communication interaction, which you will benefit from. And all the celestial party happens with the background of another lucky aspect between Sun and Jupiter retrograde, between your houses 3 and 7. Is the good news in your family. It's relocation of your family to a better place. Lucky coincidences, great negotiations, big deals can be signed, or at least can be planned. You might get the proposal, an engagement party, and this time is an amazing time for self-presentation, big events in front of big amount of people, or for new interesting collaboration, because Jupiter in house 7, house of your partnership, relationship, and other people, will give you second chances to meet the people who you wanted to meet before and you didn't have opportunity. So you will have second chances regarding your marriage, your romantic life, to get more clarity regarding your competitors or enemies, as well as you will have a good luck regarding any exams and any educational cycles. On January 30th, Uranus retrograde turns direct in Taurus in the financial sign in your house 6, house of your health, responsibilities, obligations, day-to-day life, your pets, any service business, and you might see that less unlucky events regarding this matters, a wave of luck, as well as some pleasant surprises. What the beautiful end of the month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my future videos. Have a wonderful month. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Capricorns. Welcome to the first lunar day channel. My name is Joy. I'm your personal astrologer, and it's the time for us to talk about January 2025. First of all, happy birthday to all January Capricorns. And also I have an announcement that I have 2 more spots for solar charts. If you are interested, please contact me. Solar horoscope is the astrological tendencies for a year from your birthday to your birthday according to your geolocation. This shows the main themes in your life for the nearest year, as well as I add some illustrations from Sabian symbols for your personal spiritual insight. Let's start with January. On January 2nd, Mars retrograde has a lucky aspect with North Node between your houses 8 and 4. It's a good luck with property, with matters of the mutual funds, mutual budgets, unexpected family events, and safety of your living conditions. On January the 3rd, Mars retrograde opposes Pluto in Aquarius, and it's a conflict, is the tension, is the bad astrological weather between your financial houses. Avoid any investments, avoid even taking your credit card out of your pocket. It's one of the worst astrological aspects. The oppositions, Mars and Pluto, will have the same opposition in the end of April. So when you have the opposition between your personal source of money, your possessions, and your assets, and the house of money of others, or house of crisis is the money of banks, insurance companies, governments, money of your partner or your parents, It can mean big expenses or big financial losses. During this day, January 3rd, and around this date, it's better to avoid any risks when you might potentially lose anything that belongs to you. And more about the tendencies on the conflict of Mars retrograde, you can check my separate video regarding Mars retrograde for all zodiacs. But if financial matters don't occupy your mind, there is a good news. On January 3rd, Venus enters Pisces in your house 3. Venus is the planet of harmony, joy, satisfaction, pleasure, love, and house 3 is house of trips, travels, your closest surroundings, your siblings, relocation, documents, transport, logistic, school, education. It can be the income from any marketing, advertising, self-presentation, or any transport business. On January 29th, Venus will pass the degrees of Pisces, where it will start the retrograde loop in spring. That's why any projects that you start right now during this month will be repeated, reviewed, improved during the retrograde phase. And about this, I will create the separate video closer to the retrograde Venus phase. On January the 4th, Mars, Sun has a wonderful aspect with Saturn, your ruler, between the houses 1 and 3. Definitely in January you will have important events regarding your personality, your identity, the documents. Maybe you will receive the new passport, or you will renew your ID, renew your licenses, certificates. You will become more courageous, more optimistic, more active, and you will seek more order in life, and you will be blessed accordingly to your vibrations. On January the 6th, Mars retrograde enters Cancer, emotional time in your matters regarding your family, marriage, partnership at work, negotiations of the deals, any other people that come and cross paths with you. Mars retrograde will be until 24th of February 2025, and it means that certain patterns and events of October-November 2024 will be repeated, will be brought back to be finalized right now. And again, more about Mars retrograde is in my separate video. On January 8th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, intellect, logic, relocation, documents, and commerce, until January 27th, enters Capricorn, the sign of order, the sign of responsibilities, people who love to make lists. And of course, all this order will be very needed in your house 1, house of identity, body, the very beginnings of something, new projects, new achievements. It's one of the best times for self-advertising, presentation, and of course, performance. If you are a creative person, it's time to make a plan and to start performing in order to implement your dreams coming true. On January 12th, Mars retrograde will have a good aspect with Neptune between your houses 3 and 7. It's letting go of the illusions. It's creating more comfortable environment around yourself. Is the good news about your siblings, neighbors, roommates. It also can mean unexplainable magical events that will bring the closure to certain things that you didn't know they are open, or you were seeking the closure in certain areas of your life, and you will have a good luck. Bring back the clarity to your personal life, to the matters of relocation, where you want to live, where you want to study, to your hobby, to the place that you would like to visit, for example, or which business to start, or which sources of passive income you would like to have. Another big shift is happening on January 12th is the shift of karmic nodes. The North Node and the South Node are changing the locations from axis Aries Libra to Pisces Virgo. And for the next 1.5 years, you will be more focused on the matters of your house 3 and finalize on the matters of your house 9. It's new rules in your life, more adventures, trips and travels, maybe relocation to a foreign land, or falling in love with a foreigner and changing your life completely, accepting the new religion or new culture, or getting the higher education and winning in anything regarding laws, courts, seeking the justice, healing from your psychological traumas or childhood traumas. More about this wonderful astrological event I will tell you in my new video dedicated to the karmic nodes. On January the 13th, there is a moon in Cancer, very emotional time in your house 7, house of your marriage, family life, house of other people, your partners at work, your enemies. But this full moon will bring you not just clarity and climax in this house, but also it's a positive energy shift, because on the background, Sun will have a very lucky aspect with Uranus and Taurus, which is a financial signature sign, and between your houses 1 and 5. Of course, when there is an astrological layout like this, it can be unexpected pregnancy or expected. Keep this in mind. It can be a very big shift in your romantic relationship as well as financial relationship at work. It can be even both, but nevertheless, you will have the joy from completion of certain projects, the boost of creative energy and inspiration. Just avoid draining yourself emotionally on a full moon, because full moon is a very powerful time, especially if your ascendant is in Cancer. I would highly recommend you to get the book about lunar cycles, lunar days. It has the description of every lunar day, and it can assist you to reach your success faster, because you will realize the energy and the wave of luck of each lunar day, so you will know how to serve the lunar energy waves. Another interesting astrological event is happening on January 14th, when Selene, or white moon, white angel in our horoscope, will start blessing your house 7. You will have, if you're single, you will be engaged, married during the nearest 7 months. Or if your priority was to divorce, you will successfully reach that goal, because Selene will be blessing your house 7. Marriage, relationship, partnership with other people. If your priorities are financial and not romantic, you will be blessed in every step of your journey. Your ruler Saturn is in your house of information. So together with Selene, you will have the right signs of the universe and the right moments. You just need to know how to read them. Repetitive numbers, some words, some strangers' advice that resonate in your heart, and you know there is so much more between the lines to read. So you will realize that your family is the most important thing in your life. Your business is the most important thing that you want to focus on, and you will be blessed with implementing your dreams coming true, because on January 18th, Venus conjuncts your ruler Saturn, and your words will program your reality. You will manifest your future. So avoid thinking bad about yourself or any bad description of your life, of your financial situation. There's always another way to word the description about yourself in a positive way. Also keep in mind that you might receive a very good advice from an old female in your environment. Also, Venus is the planet of love, so if you're single, the love might come. You might be attracted to people in your environment, to the neighbor or a roommate. It can be also a very pleasurable vacation with somebody who you know. You will be bringing more harmony in your surrounding, as well as it's a good time for education, passing exams, for any transport repairs, anything regarding order in your house of contacts and communication. On January 19th, Sun enters Aquarius in your financial house, and Sun brings your personal financial spring. And it's not just it. Sun starts the celestial party, because on January 21st, Sun meets Pluto in Aquarius in your house too, house of your finances, values, possessions, house of your voice, self-worth. And then on January 27th, Mercury enters the same house too, bringing you news, information, and guidance. And on January 29th, there is a new moon in your financial house. And when all these planets gather together, they charge your financial house so much that you will start getting great money ideas, the progress that will elevate your self-confidence and self-worth. It's a wonderful time for self-presentation, creating the plan for your business. It's the very beginning of the transformation of your financial house. Pluto is a very slow planet, so don't expect overnight results. The end of January is like the embarkation time on a year transformation of your financial house. house of your salary. It can be also the great money ideas regarding your passive income, second job, second income, any occupations of house 2, which is finances, as well as people who work with a voice, teachers, coaches, financial advisors, singers, performancers. It will be so easy for you to convince other people that your dreams matter, and it will be easier to make your name a personal brand. Then on the 29th of January, Mercury conjuncts Pluto in your house 2. It's almost like a official permission to transform your house 2. Yes, sir. And the algorithms for implementations, your financial dreams coming true, will start happening from day to day. You will observe it, you will see it. The important conversation will take place, the important meetings will take place. News, ideas, businesses of house 2 in the nearest 20 years will bring you big money, because Pluto is the planet of a big money. If you are not sure which occupations are the occupations of house 2, please leave the comments under. I will share this information with you. And taking into consideration that this new moon is happening on the background with another nice and positive energy of Sun conjuncts Jupiter retrograde between your houses 2 and 6, you will definitely have luck, second chances with anything regarding your health, day-to-day life, new job, new pet, any service business, second chances in meeting your love, elevating your self-worth, and sharing your joy with the world. You will not be left alone anymore. You will not be overwhelmed with extra responsibilities and obligations. You will accept the fact that universe has a plan for you, and it rolls the natural flow of the events in your life, and you will be just working at creating the grateful mindset. Jupiter retrograde in your house 6 will give you assistants, nannies, personal helpers, guardian angels on each step of your transformative journey of your financial house. And on January 30th, Uranus retrograde in Taurus in the financial sign goes direct in your house 5. It means less stressful events in your house of performance, joy, pleasures, art, inspiration, vacation, hobbies. It brings you the amazing opportunities in the self-presentation, personal business, any performance, art. When you inspire others, you will feel more energized, you will feel on top of the world, and the blessings of universe just started. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your likes and subscription, and I hope to see you in my future videos. Have a wonderful month. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Aquariuses. So welcome to the first lunar day channel. My name is Julia, and here is your horoscope for January 2025. First of all, happy birthday to everybody who celebrates the birthdays in January. And quick reminder, I have 2 more slots available for your solar horoscope. It's the horoscope from your birthday to your birthday according to geolocation that shows the astrological tendencies for the next year. And I always add illustrations from Sabian symbolism for your personal meditation and your personal insight. Please email me and we can talk from there. On January the 2nd, Mars retrograde has an amazing aspect with North Node, our focus, and it's in between your houses 7 and 3. House 7 is your family, marriage, people with who you are in the serious romantic relationship, as well as any business partnership. So you will receive the necessary information that will help you and assist you to reach your financial goals. Keep this in mind and look for signs of the universe on January the 2nd. On January the 3rd, hide your credit card far away and do not make any investments, because there is the worst astrological weather of the month when Mars retrograde opposes Pluto in your first house in Aquarius. It's a conflict, is the problem, is the thunderstorm. It's a very stormy weather between your relationship and your personal life. It can be a conflict of interest between your work and your personal life. You might be called on duty, or you will be invited to some party that can turn into a nightmare. Stay away from fireworks, from financial investments, from people who are angry. Do not participate in any road rages. Stay away from firearms, guns, gun ranges, protests. Do not buy pipes, heaters, boilers, and electrical equipment that can explode. So around that day, January 3rd, avoid dramatic decisions and changes and avoid any operations if possible. On January the 3rd, the same day, Venus enters Pisces, bringing you love, harmony, joy, income, inspiration in your financial house, house 2. The money will flow to you if you have high self-worth and you value yourself. If you value yourself, other people will value you too. Venus will bring you a new financial spring, and you will see the elevation, the expanding, more harmonious financial relationships regarding your salary, your fees. And the good news that Venus will stay in your house too for a while, because on January 29th, it will pass the degree of Pisces when it will start its retrograde loop in spring. So it means that I think financial projects, because it's house 2, that you will start in January, where you will improve, revisit, review, audit in spring when it will be a retrograde phase of Venus. And about this, I will create a separate video. I'm Aquarius by my sign too, so I'm personally interested in this financial aspect too. But it's not all the good news. On January 4th, Sun will have a wonderful aspect, lucky aspect with Saturn, your co-ruler. And it's a good aspect between house 2, house of money, possessions, values, and your house 12. And it means money or income from any foreign business, any foreign institutions, maybe foreign currency, maybe international business online, good news from faraway lands, maybe receiving the royalties or renewal of the contract on the cruise ship, some remote distant places, or maybe you will visit the spa, or you will go on vacation to a beautiful hotel that will bring you satisfaction. Saturn is the planet of strict rules and order, and Sun is the personal spring in this regard. On January 6th, Mars retrograde enters Cancer, and all the situations and events in your house 6 will become more emotional, and you will be more invested into resolving the issues regarding your health, day-to-day responsibilities, pets, assistants, nannies, contractors, until February 24, 2025. About Mars retrograde, I have a separate video, please check it out. On January the 8th, Mercury, the planet of intellect, news, as well as commercial planet, will enter Capricorn, the sign of order, responsibilities, obligations, and from January 8th to January 27th, it will be in this sign, so you will be having the news regarding your house 12, everything personal, everything private. Anybody who works with foreign lands, international crowds, detective and research jobs will have a great luck. It also can be different news from the hospitals, from the places of isolation, or where a person is in the solitude. It also the news regarding or information that will assist you to heal from your psychological or childhood traumas. On January 12th, there is a very lucky, nice aspect between Mars retrograde and Neptune, between your houses 2 and 6, is the good news about your health. It's maybe a paycheck connected with healthcare or caregiving. It can be also expenses, but it's a lucky aspect for the monetization for any service businesses. On January 12th, we have a big shift in astrology world. Karmic nodes are shifting the sign from dimension Aries Libra. They are changing to Pisces Virgo. And your life focus will also shift to a financial axis between your houses 2 and 8. This financial axis grants you a wonderful, unlimited financial opportunities and focus on your money, your salary, second income, elevation of the income of your partner or with people who you have mutual budget. Some people will get married, and in this way they will elevate their financial status, but there's so much more about the big shifts of karmic nodes. I will create a separate video. Please, if you're interested, subscribe and check it out. On January the 13th, there is a full moon in Cancer. It's the climax. It's the very emotional time when you will receive the clarity in your house of health, additional responsibilities, pets, service business, and any assistance in your life. And this full moon happens with a very nice energy, very positive energy of another lucky aspect between Sun and Uranus retrograde between your houses 12 and 4. It's the good news about new documents, relocation, receiving of the pets, good news from faraway lands. It can be new schedule, new team, new position, or new assistant, a new nanny for your kids. It can be the day of medical exams or the receiving the results is the end of the treatment, or for some people can be the beginning of the treatment, and it's blessed by universe. And another great news, on January 14th, the white moon Selene, significator of the forces of light in our horoscope, this angel of light will start blessing your house 6, house of health, day-to-day routines, your schedule, your dietary habits, and assistance in your life. During the next 7 months until September 2025, in your house 6, you will be blessed on each step of your journey. So if you will have busier job or you will have more responsibilities, it will be easier for you to perform and to do more than other people because you will have an assistance of higher power. You will not be left alone. Your guardian angels will be on each step of journey. The only thing, in order to receive this source, this powerful energy, you have to become this angel of light and a vessel of goodness and kindness for other people. You will see that your grateful mind for your life and for events in your life will attract right people in the right moment and the right time. And one of these right days and right times can happen on January 18th because Venus in Pisces conjuncts Saturn. Saturn is a very strict teacher, and Venus is the planet of pleasures, money, love, and it will give you great opportunities in order to change your financial reality. And here is a trick. Your words program your reality. So you're writing a code verbally, and Saturn is like that enter button that transfers us into the implementation. That's why do not speak about yourself in a bad way. Do not criticize yourself. Try to avoid disappointments and self-hate. Do not speak about your finances badly. Mind your words. It's very important. And on January 19th, Sun enters Aquarius and starts the birthday parties for all Aquariuses. And it's also a celestial party in your house 1. Shine bright, dream big, manifest your reality. Do not forget to let go the angers of your past and avoid any sense of guilt when you focus on yourself. The universe tells you to focus on yourself and to value yourself. I'm not speaking about selfishness. Most of you, dear Aquariuses, you sacrificed your interest for the sake of others and you neglected your needs for too long. So universe is pointing right now your attention to your house 1. It's your physical body, your state of mind, your mindset, and the very beginnings of your life. So on January 19th, Sun enters your house 1. On January 21st, Sun meets Pluto in your house 1. And this event is like the beginning of embarkation on a year-long cruise of transformation of your house 1. Your body transformation, fitness, dietary habits, very beginning of your new chapter of your journey. Relocation, immigration, new business, new style. Maybe you had dark hair, then you will become blonde, or shave your hair and become bold. Whatever you decide to do and whatever business you decide to open regarding house 1 will be blessed by universe, because on the nearest 20 years, Pluto, which is a very slow planet, will bless any business connected with house 1 with big money. Pluto is a significator, a big transformer, but also significator of big amount of money. So if you don't know which occupations belong to house 1, please leave the comment under. I will share this information with you. On January 27th, Mercury enters your house 1, bringing you information, news, guidance, contacts right people in the right moment in the right time. And if you had a different vector of your motion, of your movement in your life, your route might be recalculated. Be ready for unexpected shifts and changes. On January 29th, there is a new moon in your sign. It's your personal new year. It's time not just to make wishes, but also to make a list what you're grateful for. It's like Snoop Dogg said, I want to thank me for believing in me, for working hard. You have to create the same speech, something like this, about what have you achieved so far, because this is very beginning of your new journey. You need to have a goal, you need to have a dream, because universe needs to know what would you like to receive. It's the same as when you are asked what would you like for Christmas, and people say, I don't know. So many people, when they don't know or they say nothing, they get nothing. Keep this in mind. You need to know what you want to have and to focus on the positive changes in your life. Remember the lotus flower that grows from the dirt to the surface, and when it opens, even if you splash dirt on it, nothing affects the whiteness and brightness of this flower. For the next 7 months, you have to aim to become that lotus that is not affected by the environment, and universe will bless you on this journey, because the hardest work is always at yourself. Another good news, that this celestial party in your house 1, in the very beginning house of your physical appearance and your style, is happening on the background of another very positive aspect between Sun in your house 1 and Jupiter retrograde in your house 5. And it brings you joy and luck and pleasures and harmony in everything regarding art, inspiration, pregnancy, children, dating without responsibility, any performance, and the creative projects that you will benefit financially next month. And it's just the beginning. On January 30th, one of your co-rulers, Uranus in Taurus, turns direct in your house 4. So if you had any obstacles in your house of home, real estate, realtors, your possessions, rents, apartment, relocation, you will have less limitations and you will see unexpected changes or moves or shifts. If you relocate, you will elevate the comfort and security and safety of your living. If you decide to be engaged or get married or get pregnant, you will elevate your self-purpose and the value in your life. Of course, your focus in life will be shifted too, but it aligns nicely with the change of your karmic nodes that we will talk in a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your comments and your likes, and I wish you to have a wonderful month and the great birthday season. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Pisces. Here is your horoscope for January 2025. It's a hyperactive year and the hyperactive beginning of the year. On January the 2nd, we have a lucky aspect between Mars retrograde and the North Node, between your houses 2 and 6. The financial house of your property, possessions, and values, and the house of health, additional responsibilities, day-to-day life. It can be the news about the new job. It can be any medical news or medical tests. And it can be connected with January 3rd event. Astrologically, it's the negative weather. It's a bad astrological weather, like a eruption of the volcano. It's the conflict between Mars retrograde and Pluto in Aquarius. It's a very traumatic time. It's a bad luck in investments. It's not a good time for conceiving a child, to participate in the competitions, or to have an operation on this day. Avoid concerts, big groups of people, fireworks, bullets, gun ranges, war zones, anything connected with speed. And also extreme risky sports. Don't buy any pipes, heaters, any electronics that might explode. Just keep in mind, it's the bad astrological energy on January the 3rd. But also on the same day, on January the 3rd, Venus enters Pisces. Venus enters your sign, bringing you money ideas, harmony, pleasures, love, romantic mood, gifts and satisfaction, and Venus will stay in your sign for a while, more than that. On January 29th, Venus will pass the same degrees where in spring it will start its retrograde loop. So the matters of your house 1, your body, diet, your style, will be repeated, reviewed, improved in spring. But about the retrograde Venus, I will create a separate video. If you're interested, please subscribe and watch. Just please keep in mind that this winter, and this spring is the negative time for any plastic surgeries or changing your style or changing the color of your hair. Different astrological aspects that you have in January says the algorithms for dissatisfaction, changing your mind, some negative outcome, complications. So when it will be retrograde Venus, you will have to redo something you are doing right now. On January the 4th, Sun has a lucky aspect with Saturn, the planet of limitations and obstacles. So during this lucky aspect, you will have a portal of opportunities and less limitations in something that you wanted to achieve. You will see more signs of universe. Saturn is a very strict teacher, and for the past 2 years, you've been having the transformation of your personal house, of your habits, of your day-to-day routines, and now you are wiser, you are smarter, and you get satisfaction from your right way of doing things. It's time to give up the old you and start enjoying your new you. On January 6th, Mars retrograde enters Cancer, become more emotional and stirring up the conflict energy in your house 5. Dating without responsibility, children and pregnancy, either expected or unexpected. How's your personal business and private priorities? House of performance, joy, pleasures, hobbies, art and inspiration. And Mars will be retrograde until February 24, 2025. More about what Mars brings, I have a separate video on my channel, please check it out. On January the 8th, Mercury, the planet of ideas, intellect, mind and logic, enters your house 11, bringing you more contacts, taking you to a next public level, more fame, more interactions, changing the way how you approach any online business, as well as you will have lots of opportunities in the big groups of people, international crowds, groups, clubs, religious organizations. You might be invited to a party or to a wedding or to a birthday party, and Mercury will keep bringing you information and new friends until January 27th. On January 12th, Mars retrograde has a wonderful lucky aspect with Neptune, your ruler. And this aspect brings you and opens up the lucky portals between your house 1, house of body, identity, diet, your very beginning core of your personality, and house 5, house of joy, entertainment, pleasures, where you already have Mars retrograde. So you will have clarity and more opportunities with businesses connected with house 5. Your romantic relationship will be elevated to a new level. You will be free from illusions and angers of the past. It's the time when you might feel an urge to travel and to have a trip to somebody who you love, to your relative, friends, and it can be also in the faraway lands, because there are lots of things happening in your house 12, faraway lands, faraway trips and travels. During January, you might create your masterpiece. If you're a creative soul, you can create one of your best works. But it's not more about money, it's more about satisfaction from your creation. And on January 12th, we also have a big astrological event, a shift of karmic nodes from axis Aries Libra to Virgo Pisces. And it means that North Node that shows your focus for the next 1 year and a half enters your sign, the very beginning of your new chapter of your life. It's regarding body, appearance, relocation, new passport, any new beginnings, but it will not happen overnight. The cycle is 1 year and a half. The South Node of karma is in your house 7. Some unhealthy attachments, something with your relationship and partnership and how you create this relationship will have to shift, to be fixed. People from your past will pop up again, but more about this big karmic nodes shift I will tell you in my future videos. Please subscribe if you're interested. On January the 13th, it's very emotional party time, because there is Moon in Cancer in your house of party, art, inspiration, pleasures, joys, travels, trips, and most probably you will have clarity and climax in the matters of house 5. Maybe you will have a trip and it will be a very pleasurable journey. Maybe you will have the news about pregnancy in your family, or you will meet somebody significant who will bring back your personal romantic spring in your life, and that magnetic energy will boost your self-confidence and will bring to the surface certain emotional wounds and traumas that you had before that you have to work through in order to have successful relationships. And you will be given by universe this opportunity because on January 14th, the white moon Selene, it's the angel of light, will bless your house of love, bless your house of joy and pleasures. In order to get this energy and blessings, you need to become the angel of light and other people. But most of Pisces, you love to share what you have, and you would give everything for your family and friends. You have to be cautious because this magnetism, you will be almost like shining with love and happiness, can attract the parasites that can feed on that energy. So your lesson and your task will be during the next 7 months until September 2025 to focus on yourself, to know who you really are, what are your weaknesses and what are your strengths, and mind your language. The words that you speak will be very important. On January the 18th, there is a astrological combination when Venus in Pisces conjuncts Saturn in Pisces. Venus is our thoughts, desires, and Saturn is the planet that transforms your ideas and desires and words into the reality. That's why you have to mind what you say about yourself, what you say about your financial situation. Avoid any negative words or negative attitude to yourself, to your life, and start developing this grateful mindset that will attract the good things to your high vibrations, because high vibrations will create high vibration reality. Low vibration, like fear, guilt, will attract people or even spiritual entities who will feed on that food. So if you have order and self-discipline, Saturn will start blessing your life with the sense of satisfaction that you are doing the right thing. It also will be very helpful to create the list of the things that you congratulate yourself to achieve. Like Snoop Dogg said, I want to thank me for believing in me, for working hard. So create speech about yourself in this way and you will see the things will start changing around you. Also, Venus can bring love or can make your love life more pragmatic. So you will have no illusions and you will see that you do like the order and responsibility and obligations, and that would be a pivotal moment when either your relationship will elevate to the next level or people walk different paths. And well, I don't know about other person, but you definitely will become happier and luckier because Selene, the white moon, will send you the person or hobby or inspiration into your life within the next 7 months. On January 19th, Sun enters Aquarius, starting the celestial party in your house 12. It's a very personal and private house with the deep oceans of your soul, and you will have to dive deep in order to find out who you really are, what you need to work at in order not to step on the same rakes in your relationship and partnership again. Is the opportunity to meet your subconscious self and to become your best friends, because your intuition can be that shining star that will guide you through the dark times and conflicts in your family. On January 21st, Sun meets Pluto in your house 12, and it's like the beginning of the embarkation process on the 1-year cruise of transformation of your house 12. Also, Pluto is the planet of big money, and if you're interested which occupations will have the biggest potential for big money, ask me in the comments. On January 27th, Mercury enters the same house 12, bringing you the news, contacts, people, being in the right moment and the right time. House 12 is house of foreign lands, international crowds, house of isolation, or hospitals. It's any medical tests and medical results. It can be the renewal of your contract if you're working in the faraway lands or with international crowds, or you work in a solitude, or any detective or research jobs that will bring you satisfaction as well as money. House 12 is also house of hidden things, like a pregnancy. It can be pregnancy with a child, or can be pregnancy with the idea as your business or business project or creative idea or a masterpiece. And then you moon in Aquarius in your house 12, and the new ideas, new energy regarding how you see the world, your contacts and connections with other people. It's any forms of cleansing your own personal and private energy and your space. It's the good luck with letting go the past, getting rid of addictions, bad habits. It can be the good news from faraway lands, for example, the end of the war in Ukraine or any other war zones. And then Mercury meets Pluto in your house 12. It's not just the news and the results regarding your private house. Everything that stays hidden, it can have a financial signature. So it can be an income from something from far away, from foreign business or foreigners. It can be receiving on the dead. And this new moon happens on the background of another lucky aspect that we have between Saturn and Jupiter retrograde between your houses 12 and 4. It's a trip to faraway lands to meet your relatives, and it will bring you great satisfaction. It's the news about property or pregnancy or recovery of your mom or of your parents. It can be the successful operations, especially if it happens the second time, a repetitive operations regarding infertility or any inner organs or systems. It can be the good news regarding real estate, realtors, landlords, apartments, rent, relocation, immigration, official documents. And of course, it can bring an affair or love without responsibilities with a stranger or with a foreigner that might have a good potential in the nearest 7 months, but you need to work through your psychological traumas and addictions in order to achieve that good level of the relationship and partnership that you really would like to have, that true intimacy with somebody. On January 30th, Uranus and Taurus turns direct in your house 3. And you might have unexpected ideas, less unlucky events in your life, more drive and passion towards different educational videos, courses, getting the new ideas. The trips and travels or any business regarding communication and transportation, advertising and marketing might consume you completely, and you will dive deep into a new profession or the new occupation. It will bring you good money. Also, Uranus and Taurus might bring you a new roommate or a new neighbor, or the great news from your siblings, or the gifts. Your ruler Neptune will create a nice umbrella for you during January, when some other people will have some issues and conflicts in their ways to see the true colors of this world. As you can see, January is a wonderful time for spiritual development, alignment, and manifesting your reality to the one that you really want. I wish you to have an amazing month, and I appreciate your subscription as well as likes and comments, and I hope to see you in my future videos. Have a good day. Goodbye.